over the past 3 years, right after the war ended, we've seen the proliferation of the establishment of lots of Buddhist temples and statues in the north and east, home to traditionally the Tamil community. And this has been brought up time and time again by the Tamil National Alliance. How would you view this development? Do you also feel that it is like colonization or cultural invasion, as they put it?
I think one has to look at the whole phenomenon in terms of how the symbols have been used in Sri Lanka since 1948. We argue that when you use the symbols like such as a flag, your ethnicity, your religion, your values to politics to win power, it's hard for you to withdraw easily because we argue that those symbols have those symbols are very deeply involved with mass politics. The people, I mean, the countries like Sri Lanka, where many people live under $2 a day, for them these symbols are very important. Studies argue that people would like to die or for live for the symbols. So in politics, when you bring these symbols like such as a religion, your values, your culture, just to win power, those symbols would make you to think others as a bad guys. We saw that in 1956, SWR Bandaranaike came into power with the one simple symbol. That is, he would make Sinhala as official language. That's a very powerful symbol because politicians use the language as a powerful tool. So we saw then after 1956, we saw the 1972, then Sri Lanka SLF government made Buddhism as a not official but kind of foremost language in Sri Lanka. So that also gives space for the Sinhalese people to think that this is their own country, first from language to religion. So my point is, when you use all these symbols to win power, it's hard for anybody to withdraw them. Okay. So we saw that the war came into kind of, I can't say over, but war came into kind of hold in 2009. But that doesn't mean that things are over, because these symbols oftentimes seek new enemies.
Okay, but in this particular phenomenon which I mentioned, how would you view that particular development? How would you view that particular development?
Yeah, again, to me, these are no surprise, because as I said earlier, you say, when you use the symbols, I mean, these symbols seek new ways, new avenues, and new channels, and new enemies. So these new development in the northern east are the continuation of the old politics. And you will see more development, more establishment of the temples in the northern east, and they would call it, this is their sacred land. That's a sacred land itself is a big symbol. So, what we see since 2009, is a very beautiful continuation of the old and deadly politics. It's very hard to withdraw them, unless and otherwise we have a real political regime that would have a radical reform. Is it possible in Sri Lanka? I'm not sure.
Then again, we saw some sort of, which was viewed as religious intolerance, what took place in Anuradhapura in 2011, where the Muslim shrine there was destroyed. And then again, we heard about what happened in Dambulla. So would you view what happened here different to what is taking place in the north and east?
It's not. I mean, it's not very different. They are saying new enemies, because symbolic politics always need enemies. It cannot run without enemies. So what we saw against a Muslim is not a new thing. To us, It's a very perfect continuation. So, as a Muslim scholar, I was not surprised at all. But I know that the Muslims are surprised because the Muslims thought that they would be treated nicely because they have supported the war against the Tamil, so they thought they would be treated nicely and humanely by the government. But what we saw just a month ago confirm our theory that symbolic politics always seek new enemies.
Have you witnessed a growing trend towards religious intolerance after the war, or has this always
It
been there?
is, it is always been there. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint it's growing or decreasing, but the trend is there. The trend is there. The thing is, you see here, we don't have a political elites in Colombo who have a ability to go against those symbols. Mahinda Rajapaksa, we saw he came to power in 2005 against the anti-Tamil and anti-peace slogans. Now he was talking about the multi-Sri Lanka. He was talking about we all Sri Lanka. It's not that easy for you. You came to power on anti-Tamil agenda. What happened to 1950? What happened to Assembly of Bandaranaike in 1956? What happened? No, he came to power on pro-single policies. Then he tried to negotiate with the Tamil. Then he was killed by a monk. That confirms my theory that it's not easy for you to withdraw your symbolic politics.